This week, our jaunt takes us to the Red Sea on a fantastic boat safari. Good morning everyone, we're on the bus, we're heading to the Red Sea for a snorkeling adventure and the White Island, so this should be fun. We've had a bit of an inconvenience this morning. Our bus, we were told, would pick us up at the reception, and of course we've no Wi-Fi, and then we had a message that the bus was somewhere else. So we've had a wee bit of a rush to catch it, but we're here, we're on board, happy days.
It should be a cracker. The weather is absolutely beaming today and we'll look forward to it.
So we've arrived at the marina and so far so good. It seems pretty well set up,
Yep.
I would say.
Really good setup, very easy.
So this excursion, including picked up from the hotel, brought here, and the boat trip, including lunch, has cost us £30 each. So we feel that's reasonable value.
Yep.
We've had to, when we've arrived here, we've had to hire our snorkel mask, but that was only £3 each, so seems really reasonable. It looks as if scuba diving is around £15 each.
Yep. I think definitely good value, really good value, and we'll definitely try it next time, yes.
Oh, for the scuba diving?
Yeah, defo. But looks a great place, really well organised, and I think that's great value for money. You can pick up at 7:30 and back at 5:30 tonight. It's a good 10 hours excursion. But what's better than anything is we've struck the weather, and we'll be able to go in and see the beautiful water today and the lovely blue sky.
So we're on the last boat. Here's hoping it's not a Santorini micro moment.
Absolutely.
He also told us to line up by 2 by 2, so I hope we're not going on the ark.
Time will tell, Nicola, time will tell.
I would certainly say this compares favourably with the boat trip we did in Thailand for the setup.
Yeah. Actually feels like a really good infrastructure's been put in and they've thought about everything. So no, I would agree, I think it's excellent. So today we are going on the Africano. So here's hoping the Africano's a lovely yacht. So we'll compare this to Thailand when we're walking along onto the boat here. It definitely feels very professional setup rather than just floating plastic objects, hoping you don't fall in.
Although that was fun.
Look at the sea. Look at that.
Oh, look at it.
It's beautiful.
Is that coral?
Yeah.
This is quite something. The number of boats here.
Nicola,
Yes.
I think you can't help feel a star here. I'm feeling pretty good. I think the boats, you know, the type of boats you can buy in a marina in Porto and go, oh, I wish I could go on one of them, but you know, today might be the day.
And they're all set up for all the dive equipment as well.
Wow, I'll tell you what, pleased with this, very nice. Hello.
Okay guys, please take off your shoes please here and go upstairs.
Now don't try to be selling those pictures of my feet. Well, this is pretty fancy. So fancy. And then up again, or?
Nice. Welcome to our ship, the Africana. Tell you what, looking at all the boats, I think this definitely compares favourably. I'm impressed. That's lovely.
Well, this is a first.
Yes, it is, Nicola.
Never been in a boat like this. How exciting.
I know, it's an absolute cracker. And it's not overcrowded either, there's just plenty of space. It's just, I think it's really, really good. I'm impressed.
So am I.
We'll definitely get a trip from the man in the hotel next time as well. Home on the hotel.
Absolutely.
Well, when you talk about living the dream in retirement, this definitely feels like living a dream. This is an absolute cracker. I tell you what, Nicola, do we have to give it back?
That water.
Beautiful.
And we're off. And look at the colour of that water, even in the port. That's unusual, I would say.
You feel like an absolute king. This is what £30 gets you in Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt. I feel like an absolute superstar. I feel like David Beckham.
Shame you don't look like David Beckham, James.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like him, so it's good enough.
True. That is true. It's so lovely, James, being on such a spacious boat which isn't rammed full of people.
I know.
It really does feel luxurious. I can't wait to snorkel.
I know, I can't wait to get to the White Island. It's meant to be absolutely out of this world. So looking forward to it. I think March is probably a very good time to come to Sharm el Sheikh. It's busy, but it's not too busy. The weather is around about 26, 27 degrees, which is perfect. And you're not having to queue for things. It all just happens at a nice leisurely pace, which is what we want when we're on a trip. Nicola, where's the boat trip taking us to?
It's taking us to the White Island and the Ras Mohammed National Park. We will take an hour to get there. We'll have an hour swimming, and then we get back on, we go somewhere else, we get off, get swimming again, have lunch.
Yep.
So it feels like it'll have things to do without being overly packed. I think sometimes you see these trips and they say, oh, 5 stops, and you think 5 stops and I'm barely getting my feet wet. So this feels really,
I think it feels really leisurely. It feels a real treat rather than just ticking the box somewhere. You actually feel as though you're getting the time you need to really enjoy it.
it's true. Well, obviously we'll see whether we're right or not, but it does feel, It does feel different from other boat trips that I've done, and certainly less frenetic, which I'm looking forward to.
There was a bit of relief when we were approaching the boat. We were thinking, which boat is ours? And today we are on the Africana, which is a cracker of a boat, but it was a bit of relief. Me and Nicola a few years ago went with the kids island hopping and went to Santorini, and we hired a car in the hire car showroom, a white Micra, minted, and they said exactly the same one waiting for you in the parking lot. Now we've got to the parking lot and slightly disappointed. We got a red one that looked as though it went about 300,000 miles on the clock, and it was rough as anything. And Nicola at the time had to climb the huge hill at Santorini with 3 kids in the back, and it was touch and go, wasn't it, Nicola, whether that clutch was going to get us up the hill?
It was. But now we call these times micro moments.
Yes.
Because we've had that experience more than once, and we go, oh, it's a micro moment.
100%. But anyway, today we've been lucky and it's fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
Living the dream here on my boat. That's us, all ready to get into that sea.
Yep.
Beautiful. Snorkels ready. I feel like Ursula Andrews walking out the water with my snorkel mask on.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're so nice. Here's me saying you're just a bit like David Beckham and you're just agreeing. Thank you, James.
Oh,
Isn't he nice to me?
I am that.
But isn't this fantastic?
Oh, what's the place? We tried snorkeling in Thailand and it was a really good day. Water was great, fish was amazing. I don't think it's at the level of this. The water here is so clean. The amount of species of fish is unbelievable. It's just abundant, and the coral is absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, so colourful.
Amazing, and actually I managed to get back together this time with them. Because normally I can't breathe properly, but I found it easy this time.
Well done. We weren't brave enough to try the scuba diving this time, but maybe another time.
Yep.
I suppose I think if you're going to do it anywhere, this is probably the place to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the actual safety is taken really seriously. Instruction is second to none, and I think actually I would trust doing it here. So definitely, charm.
I agree. Even when we were snorkeling, we had someone with us all the time.
Yep.
I don't know if that's to protect I don't know if that's to protect the fish and the coral or to protect us, but anyway we felt safe.
And we get taken round all the best bits, which was amazing. So this You'll end up off there.
Stop that.
Yeah, I know, right? Try to recover. So here we are, we have arrived at the White Island and it is absolutely spectacular. What a place. It's out of this world. Nicola's just about to get in the water and do a bit of snorkeling. I'll join that in a minute.
That's us leaving the White Island. It was beautiful, essentially a sandbank in the middle of the Red Sea. It's only visible at certain points of the year and we were lucky that today it was visible. You can see it behind me, pretty fantastic. We'll have photos that we'll add into the video here, but we didn't want to take our camera on because we had to swim from the boat to the island. So it felt a wee bit like the beach, but less far and scary and no sharks. So yeah, it was good.
So just behind us you can see the Ras Mohammed National Park, and you can see at the edge of the park where the Red Sea was once upon a time, before probably global warming. So we've had a fantastic day on the Africano, really great value. We picked up at 7:30 from the hotel this morning. We'll probably arrive back about 5, and we've had soft drinks, lunch, which was actually very nice, and a good few stops there and some scuba diving for £30 each.
I would thoroughly recommend this trip. I'd thoroughly recommend this ship.
Yep.
The crew were great, and Abdul, the snorkel guide, really gave us some great information, and we got to see lots of things that I think we might not have been brave enough
Totally.
to spot ourselves. So it really was worth having him.
And what's he doing as well with the rings?
He was blowing, I don't know, bubbles? Yeah, he was blowing bubbles and then catching up, and he said it took him 4 months to learn how to do that.
Incredible. What a brilliant thing to do. These rings all appearing everywhere. The Abdul was fantastic, and he took us through some corals as well, where I definitely wouldn't have the confidence to get through. So that was incredible. Brilliant. It was just so colourful, just a spectacular day. I do think it has put me in the mood for learning how to dive, because we did see a lot of people diving out there first time or a bit experienced, and it just looked amazing. They obviously get down that bit further.
I agree, because we saw people who were not confident about it, and some people were nervous beforehand, but the instructors really helped them to feel secure and comfortable doing it. And I spoke to one girl, and she had been very nervous. She thought she might panic when she got first into the water with the mouthpiece, but she said they just made her feel so secure.
Yep.
And that makes me just think, right, next time I'm going to try it. So I think we'll come back while we're here, and we'll get a shot at the diving.
100%. I think it looks the business. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, it feels like if you're going to try it anywhere, this would be the place, given that the Red Sea is so famous for diving. We've had a fabulous day here, really great value for money. When you come, make sure you bring some small notes for tips. you. Bye. Bye. Thank you.
It was our boat. I think it's one of the nicest ones, which we were quite excited about. The Africano, and the crew were absolutely amazing. So I think we'll try and book this one again.
We just had an ashamed of your mobile moment when we got dropped off first at this hotel. We almost denied that this is where we were staying. It really is that bad.
They said, Shamacliff Hotel, will it?
No.
I'm sure.
Not us.
Anyway, we got off here anyway.
We're here, we got dropped off first, so that was actually quite good.
It was, and also the good news is they only dropped us outside. It doesn't look quite as bad from the outskirts. Looking forward to showing you the worst hotel in Sharm el Sheikh.
I think that the question we asked ourselves was how bad can it be? And the answer to that question is very,